the great American poet Robert Frost once wrote, "Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that, the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. And that has made all the difference." If ever a poem bore witness to our fascination with roads and ways and journeys and adventure, Frost's poem would be it. Who doesn't, after all, feel the pull of the untraveled way, which is grassy and wants wear? What lies around its corner? Where will it take me? These are the questions conjured up for many of us by such a poem, and Frost never answers them. Instead, he coyly leaves us with the somehow satisfying conclusion that for him, taking the road less traveled has made all the difference. When we reach the end of our own roads, will we be able to say the same? No doubt, Christians too have much at stake in roads, ways, journeys, and so on. The salvation to which the Bible bears witness, much as we may reduce it to an experience, a moment, or a decision, often it appears as a way upon which we travel. Abraham sets out on a journey to his heavenly homeland. Narrow is the gate, Christ tells us, and hard is the road that leads to life. The word of the Lord is a lamp for our feet and a light for our path. Jesus Christ himself is the way to the Father, a kind of way leading on to way that becomes available to us at a stable in Bethlehem. The roads that are our lives fork at the infant Son of God. He is the path through the woods for which we have long searched. But where will he lead us, this way called Christ? Will we come out on the other side the same as we went in? The Apostles' Paul's answer to this is, of course not. For him, life in Christ demands that we change. This way of ours traverses a landscape of transformation. As Paul writes in Corinthians, all of us, with unveiled faces, seeing the glory of the Lord as though reflected in a mirror, are being transformed into the same image from one degree of glory to another. This is the end of the way upon which we tread, to be conformed to the image of the Son of God. So we must walk this way called Jesus, for he is the only way we shall ever learn to see ourselves in the light of divine truth, and in seeing, be transformed to those who no longer see as in a glass dimly, but face to face. This is the kind of transforming journey upon which the crucified and resurrected Son beckons us. He is the road we encounter in the fork of our own roads. To the right goes the pavement, and our business as usual lives go with it. To be sure, it is an easy road. It's also predictable and safe. We need not worry about what's around the corner, for there are few corners to speak of. This is the road which asks little of us, and so we risk little in the way of change. Yet, there is another road. It goes left, twisting its way through the forest, and out of sight. It has no pavement and is riddled with roots that erupt from the earth and grasp for our ankles. This is the road of a tomorrow utterly unlike today. Were we to travel down this road, we risk it changing us in ways we can hardly imagine or anticipate. So then what say you to this? Two roads diverge in a wood. Which one will you travel by?